Please subscribe my channel. I never thought I'd find myself in the middle of my daughter's sweet 16 party, holding on to a secret I'd kept for years, ready to reveal it all and leave behind everything I believed about my life. My name is Brian. I'm 43 years old. For 16 years, I lived what everyone saw as the ideal family setup. My wife, Sarah, always appeared perfect, attractive, charming, full of energy and kindness. She was the type of woman you'd see in films and feel fortunate to have. We met in a coffee shop when I was 29. She chuckled at my bad jokes, appreciated my hard work, and I truly believe she cared for me as deeply as I cared for her. We married after dating for 3 years. Those early years were wonderful, full of weekend getaways, deep conversations late into the night, and little habits that made our home feel warm and lively. We had 2 lovely children, Sophia and Ethan. Others often remarked on how tight-knit our family seemed and how stable we were. I felt proud, even though I put in long hours at work to provide as much security as I could. Sarah handled the home, planned our daily lives, and always ensured we looked our best. Then, little by little, things started to shift in ways that were hard to notice at first. It began with small things, an unanswered message, staying late at the office longer, weak excuses that didn't add up. I saw her glancing at her phone at strange times, suddenly guarding her privacy more. Her laughter came less often, her smiles faded a bit, and the kindness that had marked her for so long turned into a quiet emotional gap I couldn't understand. I tried speaking to her kindly and gently, but she would just smile, brush it off, and claim she was simply busy or tired. I trusted her for years. Sometimes I reflect on how skillfully it was all concealed. My close family members, the ones I relied on most, appeared involved or at least unaware. Celebrations like birthdays, anniversaries, school activities, every family event, they all helped maintain the illusion that kept me unaware. My own mom, Sarah's mom, even our dearest friends, all of them somehow knew, and nobody spoke up. It wasn't only a personal betrayal. It was a group effort of quiet agreement that kept me feeling secure, protected, and completely in the dark. I didn't suspect a thing until one day. A casual chat at Sophia's school cracked the facade. One teacher brought up an older student, confident, appealing, who shared a last name I'd recognized, but never linked before. It turned out Sarah's secret relationship had started even before Sophia was born. My heart stopped. Every shared moment of joy, every soft promise, every cozy embrace at night. It was all a fake cover over 16 years of deception. I attempted to confront Sarah carefully once. I sought solid proof, but she was always cautious and thorough. Messages vanished. Reasons were solid and any clues went nowhere. I started feeling like I was trapped in a life scripted by somebody else. Then last month, I brought in a private detective, someone able to provide clear proof. That's when I discovered the whole truth. Not only the relationship, but that my daughter Sophia wasn't my biological child. My world fell apart, but I made myself stay focused. I had to shield her from the pain, of course, but I also deserved fairness. It happened on the evening of her sweet 16. The home was alive with guests, tunes, happy chatter, and the sort of delight that fills a parent's heart with joy. Sarah, shining as always in a blue gown, mingled and laughed with everyone, unaware of the turmoil inside me. I clutched a small envelope containing the DNA results that confirmed my suspicions. This is a good spot to stop for a second. If you're following this tale, please like and share it. Stories like this should reach more people to show the delicate and misleading sides of trust in relationships. Feel free to pass this on to anyone who might benefit from it. I approached the cake area where Sophia was with her friends, beaming and full of joy. The guests hardly noticed me until I cleared my throat. I raised the envelope, my hands firm, my tone steady, but strong. There's something important everyone should hear. All eyes turned to me. Friends, relatives, even Sarah smiled anxiously, not sure what was coming. I opened the envelope gradually, drawing out the quiet. I read the findings out loud, the words ringing through the space. The DNA test proved what I dreaded. Sophia was not my biological daughter. The room went still. The music halted. Sarah's expression turned ashen. For the first time in years, I saw panic replace her usual poise. In that instant, I felt an odd blend of ease and heartbreak. Ease because the secret was out. Heartbreak over the life built on falsehoods. I looked straight at Sophia. Not Sarah. She appeared puzzled and frightened. I held back the impulse to shout or break down. I just said, I love you, Sophia. That will never change. Then I turned and left the room. If you've dealt with betrayal or lies, please comment what you do in my situation. Your views could guide others facing the same. The corridor beyond the party seemed unreal. Music faint, laughter far away, and the burden of 16 years weighing on me. I didn't rush or freak out. I simply walked, processing the reality. Sarah's steps followed me, hesitant and uncertain. But I didn't look back right away. I needed clear thinking, not argument. When she reached me, her voice shook, gentle yet insistent. Brian, wait. Can we talk, please? I turned and truly saw her for the first time in ages, the charm gone, replaced by fear. The assurance swapped for remorse. I stayed quiet at first, letting the pause do the talking. Sometimes quiet speaks louder than any words. You kept this hidden for 16 years, I said finally, my voice even and distant. And my family knew. Everyone knew. How could you let me live in this falsehood? Tears filled her eyes, but she had no response. Just the silent regret of being exposed to an undeniable fact. The hurt was personal, but also real world. I'd supported our home, worked tirelessly to give Sarah and the kids a secure life, trusted her fully, and got deception in return. Deception masked by smiles, vacations, birthday parties, and vows. I didn't yell or lash out. I just passed her the DNA document. This confirms what I already knew, I said quietly. The heaviness of 16 years in my words. You've taken more than my trust. You've taken my role as a father. She reached for it, trembling, but I held back a little. She needed to see that choices bring results. Sophia, at the room's edge, glanced up at me with worry and fear. I knelt down, keeping my voice soft. Sophia, I know this is tough. This isn't your fault at all. You're loved beyond words, and that stays the same. Her small hand took mine, and I knew that though Sarah had hurt me, my duty to my kids remained. Right now, pause and share your thoughts in the comments. Picture learning a secret buried for 16 years. What would you do? Your stories and ideas might connect deeply with others. Sarah's mother showed up suddenly, her face showing shock and remorse. Brian, please. You don't get it. I cut in softly but firmly. No, I get it completely. You all worked together to conceal this, and you couldn't. You failed to uphold the truth, and now you deal with the outcomes. I understood then that betrayal isn't just one act. It spreads through a whole family when falsehoods grow unchecked. I returned to the party, keeping Sophia near, showing her that life goes on even after such news. Guests whispered, some stared, some looked away. Sarah tried to approach, begging, but I shook my head. Some bonds can't be mended. Some trust is gone forever. The DNA document was my step toward reclaiming truth, and I wouldn't let interference stop that. Here's another key part. If this story grabs you, please like and share it with those who should hear it. True accounts like this highlight the weakness of trust and the value of honesty. Each share spreads it further to people facing secret hurts. Later, once the shock eased, I spoke privately with Sophia. I explained softly what occurred, picking words carefully so she felt loved and secure. She had questions, the pure wonder of a teen whose world suddenly changed. I replied truthfully, without rage or pointing fingers. I wanted her to learn power from honesty, not resentment from hurt. Sarah finally cornered me later, tears flowing. Brian, I messed up badly. I love you and I'm truly sorry. I regarded her with a steady clarity I hadn't had in years. Sorry is just talk. Sarah, for 16 years, I lived the lie you kept going. There's no fixing this. You could have told the truth. You chose not to. By night's end, the house emptied. The celebration finished, the joy faded. I held Sophia tight, watching her rest, knowing life could move forward. I didn't require Sarah's okay, her care, or her regrets. I'd taken back the truth, my sense of self, and above all, I'd taught my daughter the meaning of truth and honor. Please share your ideas in the comments, and subscribe for more true life tales like this. Think about it. How would you deal with a betrayal hidden so long? Tell your view, talk with others, and join a group that grows from real stories. Every comment and subscription helps share tales that touch deep feelings. Leaving that night, I felt a peace I hadn't in years. Not from ruining a life, but from regaining mine. I didn't seek payback or chaos. I sought truth. And truth finally came out, clear and strong. The home was silent, Sophia secure, and for the first time in 16 years, I rested knowing honesty had won. As for Sarah, that's another tale. What counted that night was my daughter, my honor, and the truth that sometimes leaving is the real way to freedom.